Hey everybody, it's me, Sushreeya. Today, I'm here to talk to you all about something very important when it comes to not just us as humans' lives, but it really concerns our health and definitely the health and the mental stability of the newer generations to come. So today, we're going to be talking about the importance of sleep. Now, I think that this is a very basic topic for most of us. Like, we need sleep to function and we need sleep to be able to talk to people and live our day-to-day lives, but there's actually deep science that's rooted in this. So there are 4 key parts that I want to talk to you about today. So we'll go through them step by step. But before I even start, I want to say that our health is like a domino chain. Scientists and people in the health field regard this equilateral triangle that they have made as the health triangle. There's the physical, mental, and social parts of the health triangle. And if you are healthy and you have a stable life, you would be an equilateral triangle. However, as I said, our health is like a chain of dominoes. If one collapses, the other collapses too. For example, if you don't take care of your social health, you have mental pressure on you, and that mental health can cause you to not eat, and that can cause you to not sleep, and that can be bad for our physical health. Similarly, if we don't take care of our physical health, we're going to have mental stress, which is going to impact our social lives, which is very key when it comes to sleep. So first, I'd like to talk about our brain function. We have 2 parts of our brain, which is the right lobe and left lobe. But scientifically or medically, we call these black matter and white matter respectively. Our right lobe, which is the white matter, is very key when it comes to our social interactions and how we project ourselves. If the white matter doesn't function well, our stability, the way our health functions, especially mentally and socially, gets very impacted. And I think we all know that our mental health is very key to us. And the left lobe, the black matter, is very key when it comes to memorizing things. And memorizing things and being able to project what we have memorized. As people who work in office, and especially me as a student, memorizing things is really, really important for us. But sometimes when I don't get enough sleep and that impacts my mental health, I have trouble memorizing things. And that's because brain cells don't function well in the white matter. That brings me to my second point, brain cells. Take an instance that you don't charge your phone the whole night, you charge in the morning and it only goes to 30-40%. You can't expect it to last the whole day. Let's regard sleeping in our lives as a phone. Sleeping is like the way we charge our lives and our body. If we don't charge it the full way, we can't expect ourselves to last the full day healthily. Or keep charging your phone, that's like disruptions to our lives. Let's take high school students as a very key example. I would know high school is a very stressful environment. I know a lot of my friends who are in college and high school, they don't get enough sleep because of schoolwork. And that really impacts their mental health and their social health and the way that they project themselves at school. Oftentimes, they feel the need to just take a small nap between the day. However, during the stress and the mental feeling that I can't sleep right now, it stops them from being able to sleep well. And that also impacts our physical health. But before I go on, I just want to combat one myth that has been out there for a while. It's true that the majority of cases of getting dark under eyes does happen because we don't sleep well. However, there is another reason that you might get dark under eyes. Lymph, which is a very key factor in our immune system and carries the blood and helps the proteins get through the body like hemoglobin and iron. If we don't have enough lymph in our immune system, it travels through the blood, and what happens is our cartilage down here and around our ear, it is very soft. However, most of the lymph that does get stuck on your ear eventually does pass through. However, under our eyes, though it is not known why, the lymph often gets stuck here. And from the outside, lymph has this very darkish, black, bluish, greenish kind of hue. And that's what makes it look like a very dark or sometimes even a bruised eye. Now moving on. Brain cells are like the chargers. If our brain cells don't, what we say, regenerate, then we won't be able to help our white and black matter prove our everyday support that we need. that brings me to the next 2 points. We'll just regard them as the mental health triangle in general. If you don't sleep, there are many things that we know commonly that can impact our physical health. You can feel numb around the day. You might not be able to speak well. Your words would be pretty slurred. And you won't be able to focus. Your eyes will feel really dizzy. And oftentimes, if you don't sleep, your eye will be really red. And there are a lot of things as well that can impact our physical health just because we don't get enough sleep. I've just listed the common factors. Now, a lot of people like me, we stress on our physical health. And stressing about this creates problems in our mental health. And as scientists have now said, mental health is a very key factor in enabling us to just do the simple things that we need to do in life, such as eating, drinking water, and sleeping. Our mental health is what pushes us to do things every day. But if our mental health keeps stressing us out about our physical health, a lot of people have a tendency to not eat, which causes them to have even more physical harm. Or a lot of times people stress out and they don't end up sleeping. And overthinking is a very key factor for a lot of students like me, for which is reasons we cannot sleep well at night. For this reason, our social health tends to even get worse. Our mental health is what enables us to project ourselves freely in society. However, if our social health gets bad, how do we expect us to do that properly? So this is why health is very important to all of us. If we don't sleep well, or the functions that are very key to the health triangle start to get ruined, which is why you should always be checking on your sleep, how much you eat, and the amount of water you drink every day. Thank you, everybody. I hope you learned something new. Bye!